Hello, hello, and welcome to Stranded. That's a hard font to read. I think it's Stranded. Yeah. Uh, I saw this game. The Twitter account for this game got recommended to me by Twitter itself. I guess they know me at this point. And when I saw the character designs, I was like, "Is that Flunky? Like, is that Flunky's artwork? I didn't know he did a thing for a VN. Is this a VN? I'm pretty sure it is. I assume all of these are. So I downloaded it, and now we do it. I think it's only on build 1. It said on the page that they still think of it as a demo, but like, that's that. Yeah, that's all fine. Am I gonna cough? I hate when that happens, right? When you're about to cough and then it just doesn't come. Where am I? I can't see. It's so dark. Where am I? It felt as if my mind was in a daze and I couldn't remember anything. While struggling to recall the faintest memories, I only felt more like a captive shifting through a vast darkness. My body refused to listen to me, as if it ceased to exist. I felt my intangible form being drawn deeper, sinking into a vast abyss which was devoid of light. What am I doing? Thank God. It's about time. This has been overdue for way too long. Am I finally having some time off all to myself? I can't wait to experience all the sights to see, all the lessons to learn, and all the food to eat. But more importantly, my time away from that shithole of a job. No boss, no work, no sleeping in the office. I'm gonna make sure I enjoy my time to the fullest on this vacation. I rambled for a while about the destination to myself. A passerby glances a look at me occasionally, probably thinking I've already lost whatever few brain cells I had remaining since my last overnight stay in the office. Thinking about this vacation just makes me anxious. I feel like my stomach is filled with butterflies. I spend my time dazing. Okay. Imagining about the vacation before I was brought back to reality by an announcement. The aeroplane, I was supposed to be on is ready and will take off in 30 minutes. Oh, time to move. While I was on my way to my terminal, I saw many couples that were going on the vacation too. I couldn't help but feel jealous towards them, and slowly I began to feel lonely. The walls of the terminal felt as if they were getting wider and wider as the people around me began to slowly drift away. My heart aches with the sense of lingering isolation and the longing to feel loved and cared for. I wish I had someone, I mumbled to myself. After being gloomy for a while, I give my cheek a slap a slap to snap out of it. Dumbass. I'm going on vacation. I'm supposed to be happy. Forget about relationships. This vacation will be all about me. I remind myself before I continue to make my way to the plane. After struggling to get to my seat, I stash away the belongings I had on on hand in the compartment above, a backpack containing the old book or two, a sweater for when it eventually gets too cold for me, and my laptop, which I took out of my bag before throwing myself into my own seat, letting out a loud sigh of relief. I got lucky because I was able to get a single row of seats to myself. I chose to sit next to the window. Sitting next to other people makes me feel awkward. After about 15 to 20 minutes of waiting, the plane began to take off right after everyone had gone through the safety briefing. that briefing done by the stewards and had their seatbelts fastened. I love to sit next to the window, even though the only thing you can see is the aqua blue sky. So close to the edge of the vast unknowns of space, and the soft, pillowy, cotton candy looking white clouds. Probably because staring outside the window makes you feel lonely, but in a different way. You feel more isolated looking at this vast empty space. But it's kind of this yeah, but it's the kind of alone where you feel at peace instead of longing to be loved. Staring out into the clouds for a while made me fall asleep. It was mostly peaceful up until the airplane began to wobble and shake, making me jump slightly and slowly blink away. The plane was still shaking for a couple more seconds before it finally stopped. The feeling felt, off-putting, as if I had no control over my own body. Above my head, the fasten seatbelt sign lit up, glowing a soft milky white, indicating its passengers to put their seatbelts back on. I sat there confused, along with the other passengers around me, looking equally as confused as me. "This is your captain speaking. We have a minor problem. Please remain seated and calm. Follow our stewardess's safety instructions as we resolve this problem." I felt that stirring ache in my stomach again, as if my body was telling me things weren't going to be okay. I could only pray for the best as I remained seated. Boom! Not even a minute passed before I heard a loud boom, followed by another harsh, turbulent shake. As if on cue, the right wing of the plane erupted into flames. I sat there watching in fear as the flames snaked its way up the main hull of the plane. I gripped my armrest in fear as oxygen masks fell from the ceiling. I grabbed the mask quickly and placed it over my face before trying to breathe normally. But I was struggling, my mind fogged with metaphorical smoke as my eyes welled with tears. What's going on? Why did things have to go wrong today? Why today of all other godforsaken fucking days? There was suddenly a loud screeching alarm. My mind fogged up more as the voice of the pilot began to fade into the background. My eyes' vision felt like they were fading away as smoke began to fill the cabin of the plane. "Looks like the fire got in," I said to myself, feeling my body become weightless as the plane began to rapidly descend. The cries and the screaming of the people around me makes me lose my mind. I could barely make out the silhouettes of people around me clinging to their loved ones. Fuck, I'm gonna die. I'm actually gonna die alone. I wasted my life. I don't want to die a fucking virgin. I'm not ready yet. I mumbled to myself through the oxygen mask, feeling tears dripping down on my cheek. I was crying. The sense of overwhelming fear made me not realize that I was crying. I was trying to hear what the stewards and stewardesses were trying to say, but her words quickly droned in the sea of people, panicking and screaming as the plane was inching closer to its inevitable end. I tried to lie to myself, telling myself that everything was going to be okay as I closed my eyes. I could still feel myself crying before everything went black. I was silent. No light, no sound, no noise, no sign of life that the soul within my body could feel. And everyone. My heart felt heavy at the sudden memory, a pain like I've never experienced before, as both my physical weight and the emotional weight of my heart made my brain mentally snap. As my lungs became heavier, my thoughts began to get fuzzier and fuzzier. I could feel my fears fade into the area around me. Even though I couldn't feel any pain in my body, the fear was already carved deep inside of me. I don't know how long I had been here. In all honesty, it felt like an eternity. Piecing together what bits of information I had only brought more questions than answers. But everything had an end to it. It wasn't long. Before I slowly felt my consciousness come to a halt. Hey, wake up! I feel someone shaking me, trying to wake me up. Leave him alone. He's probably dead already. No, I know he's still alive. Look, he's still breathing. I open my eyes slowly and see someone trying to wake me up. Man, this is a cute lad. Uh, An unfamiliar blue figure is casting a shadow upon my body, continuously poking my left cheek. He looks down at me with a concerned look on his face. Thank God he's still alive! As I was slowly regaining consciousness and trying to make sense of my surroundings, the blue beast turned his head to the side while calling for help. Hey, there's another survivor here. Could you lend me a hand and patch this guy up quickly? Oh, sure. I hear in the distance gentle stomps against the sand, gradually getting closer and closer to me. Before seeing a bunny sat next to me, my weak body within my peripheral vision, patching my wounds up with some disinfectants and gauze. Thankfully, they weren't life-threatening. I'm really glad you're here. I don't know what I would do without you. I see the husky says with a smile towards the bunny. No problem. It's the least I could do to help. I'm gonna regroup with the others and see if they need some help as well. Sure thing. I'll join you and the others in a bit. The bunny bows slightly and smiles reluctantly before making her way out of my view. I tried my best to stand, but couldn't hold myself up. I coughed hoarsely. My breathing was heavy. My whole body's zapping me with an aching pain. Hey, don't move too much. Take a break and let me help you up. He slowly lifts my body, just enough to make me sit up and lean back against the tree. Any idea where we are right now? I'm not sure where we are either, but based on our surroundings, it doesn't seem like the place is inhabited. How about you? Are you doing okay? Yeah, I am. Thanks. No problem. I need to look for the others. Do me a favor and just stay still, okay? I just nodded. Just after I did, he sprinted away. How is he so calm in a situation like this? I briefly glanced at my surroundings, trying to analyze the situation. Only to see the remains of the plane scattered across the vast blue sea. So the crash was real. I thought with disbelief as I turned my neck to the left. I was now looking at the surface of a pale yellow sandy beach, littered with the bodies of unfortunate souls who were caught up in the catastrophe. Dear God, those people used to live and they were just dead in an instant. Just how many were lost? I pondered and shifted my gaze further out towards the shoreline. Horror and shock overtook me just as soon as I had said it. The scene before me resembled some kind of nightmarish hellscape. Charred remains that looked like a person's forearm and leg, one half of a mutilated-looking torso with scant proportions of someone's jawline still attached at the neck, a sickening-looking pile of fleshy-looking innards just glistened underneath the light of the day. Splotches and streaks of crimson red could be peered as far as the eye could see, and debris littered the shoreline, as if they were the remnants of some grim memento. The overpowering stench of machine oil permeated the air. A sudden plunge of sadness, of revulsion was was felt, and I impulsively turned away from the grisly spectacle, only to be faced with the lush green jungle lined with tall coconut trees and rows of bamboo. The sudden change of scenery took me by surprise, and I felt bewildered by just by staring at the weird assortments of foliage. So many mixed colors, and certainly not the kind of diversity that was expected from this trip. But it was a picture of heaven in comparison to the horror of what was witnessed earlier. Having seen it all, I still couldn't bring myself to accept reality. But the situation was all too real, and I was caught up in it. At least I wasn't alone. There were others, like that husky and bunny. Just where were they? I asked myself, while frantically orienting myself towards the last known direction I saw the husky running off towards. If there was even a chance that others survived, then perhaps we could help each other out of this nightmare. Now to get myself up. With a deep breath, I hauled myself up and stood on wobbling knees, leaning against the tree like a crutch for support. Grasping my right shoulder, I gave it a firm push out towards and felt a joint readjusting itself with a resounding. Oh. Phew. It doesn't feel strained or dislocated, but I think that is a bed sore I feel. Perhaps the bunny has some ointment for it. I thought to myself while eyeing the rest of my arm for any other abnormalities. Seeing that nothing else was amiss, my focus once again returned straight ahead, and I saw the person that helped me a minute ago. He was walking back towards me in a frantic fashion. I immediately felt a sense of guilt since he must have been running back and forth while I rested. It was clear that I had to speak my mind. Hey! Huh? What are you doing? I told you to stay still. You need to rest, please. I'm fine. Just, I can't simply let you do all the work. You don't really need to though. You're badly hurt. I can help them myself. Like you're any better. I'm still gonna help, no matter how much you try to stop me. Please. Being alone here is the last thing I want. Alright, fine. By the way, my name's Kim. Kim? Okay. How may I address you? Defaults. Let's go. Hisoka? Yeah. Sorry about that. My name is Hisoka. Nice to meet you, Hisoka. I hope we'll get along well. He smiles wide from ear to ear, looking at Kim's expression. He was still remaining calm like an unmoved pond, with no ripples or splashes. It was as if he knew this would have happened and was prepared for it. Curiosity flooded my mind. I couldn't help but wonder the reason for it. How can you be so calm in a situation like this? I can barely get myself together. Maybe I should turn up the music just a little bit. Maybe that looks alright. I asked him as if I still try to steady my breathing. It was getting better, slowly but surely. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm still worried about the situation that we're in right now, but the best thing to do now is to be calm and think about what we need to do to survive in this situation. A calm mind is a clear mind. But you look like you've adapted to this immediately. It's a thing I taught myself, to be calm in any situation, so that I know what to do next with a clear mind. Anyone else a big fan of the song Clear Mind by Masaki Endo? Like, ooh, pretty good. Clear Mind! Synchro Shokan! Take flight! Stardust Dragon! Man, that show's soundtrack was so good. If only the writing wasn't shit after episode 65. Even for a situation like this? Well, I didn't expect this to happen anywhere within my lifetime either. So, how many survivors do we have so far? Not many, unfortunately. I'm sure you saw the damage. There are more casualties than we want. Fucking hell. Unsure of what to say, I walked beside him in distraught. Okay. It wasn't long until we began approaching closer towards a group of people. They seemed to be discussing something. The other survivors are over there. We should join them. Perhaps we can plan a couple of things out. I nodded Kim before walking with him to join the group. Oh, big. Oh, is that an edgy one over there? Oh, no. Oh, he also looks edgy, but in a different way. Oh, man, he's got a scar. He's got a ponytail. Oh, no, he's got a tank top. Oh, no. We made our appearances to the small group consisting of different fur people. Fur people? Oh no, he's got a sleeveless hoodie. Oh no, I love the look of a sleeveless hoodie. They look so cute. He's a polar bear. Oh, he's got that, is it dichromatic eyes? Oh no, what was Yuya's summoning chant for Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon? He like mentions like something with the dichromatic eyes. Appear, my faithful monster. Odd Eyes Pendulum Dragon. Like, I forget the whole thing though. A polar bear. A bunny. An otter. Oh. A murderer, I see. And a red fox. Man, he's cute. What the fuck? What is... he's... I wish he was, like... He's a little too small for me. I thought he was, like... He's almost too twinky, I think. This polar bear, though, he's a lad. And a red fox. Seems like they were discussing something. Hey, guys! Sorry for taking so long. A silence befell the group as none of them said a single word upon our arrival. Some of them took a quick glance at us before averting their gaze away. You guys okay? What happened here? Yeah, being stuck in the middle of nowhere is totally okay. Real fucking PG. Ah, come on, man. Just stop. A sense of dread floating in the air. Whatever happened here wasn't going so well. Everyone wasn't looking too great, all patched up and disheveled looking. I can only stand in place not knowing what to say. It wasn't a while until the bunny breaks the silence. Then, how are we supposed to get home? Is there nothing we can do? I just want to go home. She said before placing her hands over her face, letting out a loud exhale. Yeah, hey, it's okay. Don't panic. I'm sure we can do something. We'll find a way. Yeah, we'll get there. We'll get through this and get ourselves home. All of us. I know. I'm sorry. Listen, before anything else, I would like to pay respects to the others who who were not so fortunate. I eyed the group while speaking, and saw solemn faces all around. The fox expression still held its harshness, but no words came out of his mouth. If anyone else wishes to sit this one out, then now is the time. All of the other heads bowed in respect, except for the fox, who let out an exasperated sigh before following suit. I wasted no time and gave a brief farewell for those that have departed. Though strangers we remain, in memory you are retained. Rest in peace now, nameless brothers and sisters. There was an awkward silence that lasted for a bit after I gave my This is eulogy, right? The E is silent, right? Please tell me I'm right. I don't want to Google this. But necessity dared the husky to speak. We should go further inland, away from the crash site. There's too little time to bury the bodies, and I'm not sure if I even feel like it at the moment. He struggles with his words, trying hard to downplay the carnage on the beach. The others could only nod slowly in unison. I agree, but eventually we would need to clear up the bodies. I hear wildlife all around us, so we need to assume that the mess would only attract predators. That is a potential threat for us. I replied in a concerned tone, while staring Kim in the eyes. True. But I say we make that tomorrow's problem, since our priority now is to secure a campsite before we lose the daylight. So far we only know that we're stuck on a deserted island, according to Owen and Biru? Yeah, this place is indeed an island. We even covered some high ground to get a glimpse of our surroundings. Yup, I was surprised that Owen could even climb a tree that fast. Before I knew it, he was high up in the tree. Oh, that's cute. What? But we couldn't find any buildings or any man-made. Not only that, the cell phone signal is busted. Busted. Not a single fucking bar. So we really were cut off from the rest of the world? Well, if anything, our survival takes priority. People will be looking for us eventually, but for now, what do you think? What do you guys think we should do first? Hisoka, any ideas? Do they not light up? Okay. We could salvage the airplane before the resources float away from all the waves. Oh, okay. I'm not going. Huh? You guys go collect stuff. But... I'll go and mind my own business. I stand close to Kim as the red fox walks away out of view, without even looking back. Oh, don't worry about him. He's been like that since we've been here. Yeah, he doesn't let anyone near him. He's probably having a hard time right now. Just let him aside. Just let it slide. I'm sure he'll come around. We're still adapting to the situation in our own way, after all. Right. All of us except the fox headed towards the remains of the airplane and proceed with our plan. A few hours pass, and it seems like all of us managed to salvage at least one thing from the remains of the wreckage. There wasn't much to find, Only a few cans of food, a few bottles of mineral water, and a medical aid. Well, something is something, right? The day passed by quickly as the sky turned a beautiful shade of amber just upon the horizon with a pinkish purple glow emanating from the remnants of the sun's glow. By the time we regrouped again, it was already dark. It was only then I realized. Crap! Huh? Is something wrong? We didn't make a campfire for the night. Oh. Oh crap, you're right! We were all caught up in this salvaging that we could, that we've forgotten all about it. Then, what should we do now? Do we even have the time to build one now? I don't think so. It'll be safe to go through the... I don't think it's safe to go through the dark to gather firewood now. But, isn't it more dangerous to be in the dark at night? Who knows what creatures might sneak up on us in the dark? I guess it'll be a very long, cold night. Well, if it's cold you worry about, my big fluffy fur can warm you all up at night. All right. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We'll manage what we can for now, and what we can find for now, and build one. Guys, is that smoke? She said, lifting her hand to point at the direction of the smoke. Wherever there is smoke, there is fire. Let's go. No, wait. My sudden voice startled the polar bear so much that he tripped and face-planted himself on the sandy beach. The front of his body is now covered in sand, which is coarse and rough and gets everywhere, quickly brushed off upon getting back up on his feet. He definitely wasn't happy about that. What's that for? Shush! We're stranded on an unknown island with no signs of buildings. Who could have made the fire? Hisoka's right. We should be careful at least. All of us approached the source of the smoke. The burning light of the campfire grew bigger, brighter and brighter the closer we got. No, excuse me. Sitting by the fire source was none other than the fox that didn't join the salvaging. He noticed us approaching him before giving a glance at us. What? Don't look at me like that, creeps. The fox looked back towards the fire before throwing another piece of firewood into it. Whoa! I knew you were onto something when you left us. Well, no one else mentioned making a fire. You all happily went for your soul bonding expedition. Yeah, but how did you make the campfire, though? Exactly! Okay, sure. Shit manga, but okay. Do you have a secret fire-breathing technique you're not telling us about? The otter pushed the bear away. Why? Anyway, you could have told us that before going on your own. The fox turns away, ignoring Owen, and focused his gaze on the fire silently. Smokes and ashes flew up as the sound of fire burning the wood fills the silent night. It wasn't a while until the bunny broke the silence. Thank you for making a campfire. I just hope you all didn't waste your time salvaging that plane wreckage. We did get some stuff out of it, though. Do you mind if we join you? Help yourself. Everyone proceeds to sit around the fire, regaining their warmth slowly. For once, the warmth feels great! Didn't you gloat on how you can warm us all, wait. Didn't you gloat on how you can warm us all night back then?
Well, yeah, but nothing can beat the warmth of fire.
I couldn't help but chuckle at his dumb antics. Sometimes it's just what you need after a hard, long day. We sat around the fire, equally distracted from one another. Some of us try to dry ourselves after dipping into the seawater. The fox, on the other hand, was relaxing against the rock, looking up at the sky, with a sigh of boredom huffing through his muzzle. Everyone was very quiet around the fire, exhaustion slowly consuming us, but it seemed as if no one is really dozing off or sleeping yet for some reason. I pondered for a moment in my silence. Where would I end up at the end of all of this? As I daydreamt, I felt a nudge from my left shoulder. It was Kim, trying to bring me back from my dazed state. Hey, you alright? Yeah, I'm doing fine, just thinking of the possibilities. All these endless possibilities. Well, as I was saying to the group, we might be stuck here for a few days. We might as well get to know each other. Also, we didn't really introduce ourselves properly yet, so let's start over. Man, he's clearly supposed to be like the easy boy to fall in love with. It's not working, I swear. Well, I like Kim. I like the fox, and I like the bear. Beru? Is that his name? The otter's fine, he's there, and Bun Bun is fine, but I don't really care. It's... Oh no, place your bets on which one Josh is going to inevitably simp for on the channel forever. I'm Kim, a sports coach at Fur Nation University. A pleasure to meet you. I know we're not in the best situation, but just remember that you can count on me for anything.
And I'm Beru, currently unemployed, but was actively looking for a job to pay the bills and hopefully find a place of my own. I know I'm big, but when it comes to heavy lifting, I am more than capable of it.
We'll be counting on you a lot then.
A lot? Like a lot?
His face paled at the thought of the amount of work he'll be having. I think he'll regret ever mentioning about his strength. So anyway, who's next? How about you, young lady? My name is Lucy. I'm a postgraduate from a degree program specializing in Mediterranean Oh, what is this word? I'm sorry, I studied art at a community college. Why did I get a... I don't fucking care about emails. Fucking, definition.
Herbaceous.
Herbaceous?
Herbaceous.
Okay. Of denoting or relating to herbs in the botanical sense. Why didn't they just say botanical? That might be just not the right word for it, but like... I know what that word is. Specializing in Mediterranean herbaceous species. I'm hoping to further my studies in the future. Oh, we've got a nerdy girl in the house. That's not a very nice thing to say to a lady. Unless you're a young lady. You're a lady yourself.
What? When a girl?
No, you idiot!
Oh dear. The fox sighs.
Idiots.
For a moment, it felt like everything was normal, like nothing else happened, and we weren't stranded on an island. We seemed to be having fun. It was like we were having an orientation of our first day of college or something. Laughing, enjoying the moment like any other day, except for the fox, that is. I mean, but I'm sure that Edge Boy is cute in his own way. Damn that smile.
Well, it's nice knowing you, Lucy. Let's do our best to get through this together. And now!
The otter says abruptly, standing up and pointing his thumbs to his chest proudly.
Y'all can call me Owen. Been working in my dad's fishing shop for as long as I can remember, so I know a thing or two about catching fish in the sea.
Oh, there's plenty of fish in the sea, isn't there? Isn't it?
I think that's a different kind of fish, though. Owen puffed out his chest, as if it was the best speech he'd ever given in his entire life. He looked accomplished. Seeing his expression somehow fills you with determination. We'll be counting on you when it comes to fishing for food, then.
Leave it to me. Leave it to me. Also, it's your turn now.
Oh, I guess it is my turn. My name's Hisoka, and I'm... And I guess that's all about me. Everyone just looks at you in awe after hearing your little self-instruction. Having all those silent stares made you a bit nervous. It was Kim who broke the silence first.
Well, thank you for sharing a bit about yourself. I'm sure it wasn't easy. Yeah, no matter what happens, we'll get through this together.
Everyone nodded in agreement. You couldn't help yourself but smile at that. It gave you the strength to pull yourself together. We're going to survive this, and get ourselves back home. I'll make sure of that.
Well, and now it's time for our last member to introduce himself.
Everyone suddenly diverted their attention to a particular red fox. That certainly made him irritated, or not. I mean, he's always irritated anyway.
Don't drag me into this. I've never agreed to any of these.
Oh, come on! We just want to get to know each other.
we shouldn't force him if he doesn't want to. Lacey's right. If he doesn't want to, then it's fine. What should I say to this? What should I say to the stubborn fox about this? Oh, they do light up. Okay, so just didn't for that other one. And just be straightforward about it, you know. You don't have anyone else to live up to at this point of time, though, so...
Huh, that's rich coming from someone who forgot to make a simple campfire.
I hate to break it to you, Mr. Fox, but he has a solid point.
We should call you Foxy instead, then.
Don't you fucking dare.
I kind of like Foxy, though. Foxy, Foxy.
Alright, fine. I'll tell you. But I'm not doing it because you told me to do it.
Ah, tsundere.
A tsundere?
Definitely a tsundere. I know you guys haven't said anything, but the look on your face annoys me. Annoyed the fuck out of me for some reason.
Wait, I know you guys haven't said anything. Okay, but they did say it.
The name's Terry. That's all you need to know. Now get off my tail.
He said it with a huff.
Thanks for the obligation, regardless.
Yeah, whatever.
You sighed. This was supposed to be my vacation.
And how is this? How is the vacation on the island so far?
You can't help but laugh at the horrible joke. Then all of a sudden, a loud growl, likely from a furious, ferocious. That's what that got there. Beast roared close to you. It definitely sent you on edge, as you weren't prepared for it. It seemed that, whatever that sound was, it caught everyone's attention.
The fuck was that?
It's a beast! A beast! What else could it be? We're gonna die.
Quiet, you idiot.
I'm sorry.
She said with a slight whine, with her hands covered her muzzle. Everyone went dead silent, listening to the origin of the sound. Everyone on the lookout for our surroundings. Only the sound of the campfire filled the silence. Everyone turned towards the source of the sound. It was closer than you guys expected.
Are you fucking kidding me?
The growl came from none other than a certain bear among us.
What do you mean, heh? That scared the hell out of me.
Sorry, I couldn't help it. It makes his own sound when it it makes his own sounds when it demands attention.
That's right. I'm glad nothing bad happened.
I guess that's about time for food. Shall we see what we've gotten from the wreckage?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Lucy. I keep saying Lacey. I'm sorry. This is Lucy, like...
do I know a fictional character named Lucy? Was that one girl's name from Despicable Me, like Lucy Wilde? Was that what it was? Sure. You know, I've never met anyone legitimately named Lucy. I've known multiple Lacey's. I think that's why I'm getting confuzzled. Help me out a second, won't you?
Okay. Wait, I'll help. Come on, Bedu. I'm hungry.
All four of us quickly went to the stash corner and gathered as much of the salvage as they could before placing everything in front of everyone. Fortunately, in addition to the medkit, we got some canned food from a floating carton, along with some bottles of water with the flight company's logo printed on it. Unfortunately, this was with the strict law. What the fuck? Unfortunately, with the strict law applied, each bottle of water only had a sad 100 milliliters. As Kim was counting the stock of what we had, something caught my attention. I scoot closer to Kim and had a closer look. Don't you think it's weird that this plane had canned food packed on board? I exclaimed as I rummaged through the cans that were on the ground.
Now that you mention it, you do have a point. Good eye, Hisoka.
Unexpectedly, he placed his hand on top of my head and gave me a few gentle pats. Oh. I blushed, trying to gather the words to reply to such a compliment. I was simply stating the obvious.
Well, for whatever reason it was, let's just be glad to have some food here.
It doesn't seem like we have a lot of food, though.
Well, there are
seven cans of food and 6 bottles of water. It's more than enough for us for tonight. One for each person, and an extra can for whoever's still hungry. I said while glancing at Bedu before letting out a chuckle.
What? Hey, I may be big, but I eat the same portions as others do too, you know.
Well, what are we gonna eat tomorrow then? Your meat?
Bedu's meat?
By the way, I love this face.
Hisoka. It sounds more suggestive for some reason.
Very suggestive.
Eh?
That was gay!
Super gay.
Wait, that's not what I meant to say. Kim, help me out here.
He's gone?
Judges you? Lucy, please. Your silence hurts me more than their words did. I'm gonna cry.
Then. What are you going to do, smart guy?
Me?
Bitch, where did you run off to just now?
I'm talking to Hisoka. Go mind your own business somewhere else.
Me?
I doubt you'll want to eat the bear by sunrise. So, what's your plan for now? Your plan for now.
I sat there pondering to myself, a hand to my chin as I looked down. I'm not sure what will happen tomorrow. I guess it's better to reserve those that we do have. Wait, what? I guess it's better to reserve those that we have right now. How about we split the food? 2 per can. That means the other 3 cans can be our lunch tomorrow.
Wait. That doesn't sound right. We have 7 cans of food.
Oh, excuse me.
Right? What do we do with that one?
No, Bedu. I was thinking, of using that last can as bait for fishing.
Fishing?
I did remember Owen mentioned about working as a fisherman before, so it might increase our food supply if we can get Owen to fish for us.
Heh, not a bad idea, kid. A good leader should know how to make good decisions.
I thought Kim was our leader.
It doesn't hurt to have 2.
Said Terry while he glanced at Kim.
I was never a leader, actually.
You did act like one, and it's getting annoying. So we settled for food ration problems. Now we have to choose a partner to share our food with. I'll start, and not with Mr. Blue Cheese here.
Blue cheese?
I pick Lucy.
Well, that caught everyone's attention. Why me?
A simple answer. You're already next to me. Besides, as if I want to share anything with these nut jobs.
Oh, then I guess I'll go with Owen.
Well, that's good enough for me. How about you, Hisoka? Who do you want to share with?
Wait, you're making me pick?
I'm not exactly forcing you, but you do. But if you don't want, it's fine.
No, I don't mind picking. Was just a little surprised is all.
Well, take your time, Hisoka.
He said, smiling. Oh, please don't make me choose. Who should I pick to eat with? Oh, fuck. I mean, but Betty's really cute, though. He's a big, happy boy. But Kim's like, he's so gay furry bait, though. But he's really good gay fur bait. Terry's like, you know, he's a bad boy. But oh no. Don't look at this date. Fuck you. Uh... But they're so cute. These two anyway. This guy's pretty masculine though, in like a hot way. I feel like it's so basic to choose Kim though, but he's so cute. I'm not basic, I swear. Mind if I share with you, Kim? Yeah, sure. I don't mind. Do you think the other half of the can is too little? Nah. It's pretty understandable given our current situation. Don't you worry about it. You made a great suggestion, Hisoka. He said while putting his hand on my shoulder and smiling. Thanks, Kim. It's really reassuring to hear that. I feel much more sorry for Beru, though. He had to deal with Terry. You will be missed, Beru. Your sacrifice shall not be in vain. He'll be fine, maybe. You don't sound very sure about it, though. Anyway, you can have my half if you'd like. What? What? Don't be nuts! What are you supposed to eat? No, I'll be alright. I can survive a night without food. Even if that's the case, it still wouldn't be fair to the others, though. Eat your half, and I'll make you. Or I'll make you. Alright, I'll eat my half. Okay. Damn kid. He pops open a can and starts scooping the food inside with a handmade spoon. He mentioned the spoon at me. Motioned the spoon. What are you doing? Feeding you. Just eat it first and leave some for me. Jeez. I puff out some of my cheeks due to embarrassment, not even trying to look at his dumb face. Sorry. I'm just lightening up the mood. A calm mind is a clear mind. He handed over the can of food to me. What food is it? Meat stew. Okay. Potato meat stew. Okay. Half of it was eaten already, leaving the rest for me alone. Here you go. Don't let there be any leftovers. I took hold of the can, and he gave him a smile. All right. I sat next to him and quietly ate my portion of food. So, have you guys had dinner?
Well, better than nothing, I guess. At least, we had something for tonight.
It was alright, although Owen kept making me have his portion. Wait, what? I can't parse this. Oh my god. I'm sorry that trouble... trouble... What is this? Trouble I've caused. I'll try to be more considerate next time. Owen, are you okay? I'm totally fine. Thank you for your concern. He's not fine at all. Lucy, what did you do to him? Lacey didn't say anything and smiled.
So, what do we do now?
Ah, man, the bear. I mean, he's clearly the boy you want to cuddle up with, right? I know I just chose Kim, but you know it's because he has like he patted me on the head, guys. That means he likes me. It's too dark to roam around anyway.
Let's just conserve our energy for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sure we're all pretty tired. It's better to rest and be prepared for tomorrow.
Yeah, sounds splendid. Keep to your spots and good night.
He scoffed before laying back down at his usual spot, facing away from us. I sighed and stretched, everyone getting a good spot, distanced away from the fire, equally distanced apart, and using whatever they could find as pillows, rocks, wet bags, salvaged from the plane, anything. Bedu quickly drifted asleep. Owen was talking to Lucy for a second before heading off, followed by Lucy. The light of the moon lit the entire island as the faint orange glow of the fire complemented the blue glow of the moon around us.
You alright, Hisoka?
He asked, looking at me as he laid down, several inches away from me. Yeah, I'm fine. Just taking the time to... taking the time to kind of process it all. Everything is just moving so quickly. And being in this situation right now feels like some bizarre fever dream.
Yeah, it's hard to take in, even for me.
He sighed and looked up at the sky with me.
I'm sure all of us are hoping to wake up from all this. All of this being a weird dream as we sit in our rooms.
Yeah, if only. I felt my chest get heavy again, my heart weighed down by that emotional weight I felt at the airplane and in the plane. Airport, whoops. Good night, Kim. Let's just hope for the best night tomorrow. Hope for the best tomorrow, alright?
Yeah, good night, Hisoka.
He said before turning away and closing his eyes, falling asleep not long after. It took me a while to do the same, but I managed in the end. That was really cute. There's two choices I want to try. Look, this video is only an hour long. We might as well do all the rest of the parts, right? While we're here. How about you, Badu? Can I share with you?
Yeah? You want to share with me? Hope that half a serving is enough for you, though. If it isn't, you are welcome to take some of mine.
Don't you need to eat a lot?
I told you, I eat the same portion as all of you would. Maybe.
Oi, what do you mean maybe?
Don't mind me. Maybe.
You're still saying maybe.
There's nothing wrong with me having half a serving. Maybe.
Like I said, what do you mean maybe?
It's really fine. It's not like I want to stuff my mouth full of food. Full of food.
You said full of food twice. I am more than fine to have just a quarter of it, you know.
Are you serious? Won't you feel hungry?
I'll be fine, Badu. Trust me. You'll be needing it more than I do. We need your strength for tomorrow, remember? So eat. You hand Badu a can of food, which he quietly took in his paw. He gave me a... Actually, what is... Is there no Skippoo button? I'm curious for, like, if I wanted to do the multiple routes. Preferences. Wait, but where's the skip button then? I mean, this option's here. Where? Oh well, it's fine. He gave me a distant expression that I've never seen before. At least, not for him. A mixed expression of conflicted and longing. Although, I didn't have the courage to mention anything about it. Bedu gorged a mouthful as soon as he got the can of food. I'm glad his appetite works just fine even after what happened today. Not long after, he handed me my portion of the food. Why did you only eat half of it? I thought you were going to leave a quarter of it for a portion for me.
I'm already full, and we also need your strength for tomorrow. So eat.
Bedu looks away, hiding his face from you. I can't help but break a small smile at that, despite his big body and his craving for food. He can be considerate sometimes. Will do, Bedu. I quietly accept and ate my portion of food.
So, have you guys had dinner?
It's not a pleasant dinner, that's for sure. Well, better than anything I get. Better than nothing I get, I guess. At least, we had something for tonight.
It was alright. Although, Owen, yeah, okay, so... Where's Skippoo button? Since... Huh. So do I sit next to... Okay, so it's still him who asks. Interesting. Let's put that here. Can I share food with you, Terry? No, excuse me.
Is there the slightest possibility of for you to reject your request?
I'm starting to rethink my life choices already. Can I return to the choice box again?
Oi, don't go breaking a fourth wall, breaking the fourth wall as you please.
Sorry, let's redo this again.
No.
So fast. What do you mean, no? It was you that made me think of sharing our food in the first place.
Fuck. Fine, whatever, sure.
That's a lot of confirmations.
But on one condition.
He said, lifting his hand and sticking out his pointer finger as he glared at me. And what is it?
I'll eat first. I don't want to eat your leftovers.
Help yourself then. Terry takes one of the open cans from Kim before eating the contents of the can. After a few minutes, he handed the can over to me, noticing that he didn't eat much of it. The can was a little more than half full. Hey, are you sure you've eaten enough? There's still plenty for you.
I don't really have much of an appetite. Probably because I had to share the food with you.
Seriously?
I guess we'll never know.
He said it before sitting down and leaning against a rock. Thanks.
For being annoying.
For the food, jeez. I rolled my eyes with a disgusted groan.
Huh. Enjoy your food, you dork.
You don't have to be a jerk, you know. I quietly ate my portion of food while he rested his ass on his stupid rock.
So, have you guys had dinner?
Well, better than nothing, I guess. At least, we had something for tonight.
Interesting. Am I just not seeing the skip button? I'm used to where it, like, normally is. I assume this isn't the route split, but I'm doing this anyway for my sake, you know. But that was cute. I like these characters quite a bit. It's mainly a toss-up between these two for me. Like, he's maybe a little too dumb for me. I would have liked... I know he's like the dopey big guy, and that's cute. Like, that's fucking cute. And his design is super cute. But Kim is also, like, it really is a toss-up between these two for who I like the most. Bad boy Terry, he's okay as far as bad boys go. I feel like I need to get to know him more, though. These two, though, they're cute characters, so I like them as part of the cast, but I don't think I'm gonna go for them. Like, that's not even on the table, I'm sorry. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you around.